This is a different sort of travel vlog. It's not going to inspire you to travel or make you feel like you're missing out. In fact, if I tell the story correctly, it will make you grateful that you didn't have to travel the north in a rickshaw. And our story goes a little something like this.
That's so close. My speedometer broke.
So I'm actually paying $14,000.
कैसी सराबा हो गया?
बाहर से एक बंदा आने वाला है, कराची से एक कंपनी में रिक्शा बनवा रहा है, ये शायद वो हो गया।
The journey over Bobblesford Top destroyed me, and I could barely move. And even after a full day of rest, I still hurt. On top of that, I was dreading the next 70 kilometers of mostly unpaved roads. Is really bad. Chilons is a very different city from the rest of the cities up north. It's located 3,000 feet above sea level, at the base of the mountain of Nanga Parbat in the Himalayas. Due to the high mountains surrounding it, it receives very little rain and is much hotter than the surrounding cities. This is particularly bad news for Alu because climbing in hotter weather means he easily overheats.
I want to show you guys one thing. This is the first sign that I've actually seen. This gives me hope. Notice anything? It says Kunjarab 376 kilometers. That's so close. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone. Racing and pacing and riding the curves. Riding on his horse. He's going the distance. And that's what this road is like the next 70 kilometers. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following me for the last couple of months, you've noticed that my channel growth on Instagram and YouTube has grown exponentially. And that's not just because of the content that I make, it's also because I've had a lot of help from a company called Gooblu. They are social media marketers that have helped me so much. So if you'd like to know more about how you can grow your own projects and your own business, do check out them. Their links in below, or check out their website.
The drive was hot, dusty, uncomfortable, bumpy, and even singing badly didn't seem to make the time pass quickly enough. I had heard rumors that once I passed Rycolt Bridge, the road ahead was spectacular, but I believe it when I see it.
Hey, what are you guys' names?
My name is.
What most foreigners might not know is that Pakistanis travel a lot inside their own country. In 2018, Pakistan had 1.9 million foreign tourists, but by comparison, over 50 million Pakistanis also traveled during that year. Not only that, but the Karakoram Highway almost single-handedly allows access to the most beautiful places in the world. So with everyone traveling the same road, Alu was recognized by countless of you guys.
Thank you.
So ladies and gentlemen, Alu and I have reached Rycolt Bridge, and it's super windy so we can't fly the drone, but it is pretty awesome, and my hat's gonna blow away. I forgot to mention stopping is kind of tough because you get bombarded with selfies. Check it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Chale. कैसे हो? ठीक है? क्या चीज?
Recording vlog.
हाँ. Chale. कैसे हो? इधर अमेरिका से हूँ. कैसे हो? ठीक है?
आप सुनाएं.
आप लोग किधर से?
While this is an extreme case of selfies, it really goes to show that it's another challenge of driving. And while I don't really mind it, it does slow down my already slow pace. But anyway, I made it to what would be my favorite road in all of Pakistan.
Hey, check it out! Check it out! Check it out!
As always, when things start to go smoothly, they don't. A storm formed suddenly and began blowing Alu all over the road, and everyone knows that potatoes don't like the wind.
Right there, you see it? That's the storm. It's coming. The wind is so strong right now. It's pushing Alu like all over the place. Like, you know, normally when you feel it in a car, yeah, you really feel it in a rickshaw. Like, that kind of sucks. My speedometer broke. So did my odometer. So that means that, like, I don't know how actually far I went.
If you still think that driving a rickshaw is easy, it's not. And my body was screaming at me. I hurt a lot despite being on a really good road, so I decided to change things.
Kind of an expensive decision. But what would happen if a rickshaw just like rolls up to the Marriott Hotel? Not her Marriott Hotel, I'm sorry, the Serena Hotel. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to Gilgit and I'm staying there in style.
And just to be clear, this isn't sponsored. I ached down to my bones and needed a royal break. In addition to be the first rickshaw across Pakistan, I would also be the first rickshaw to stay in the Serena Hotel in Gilgit.
Bye guys. So I'm actually paying $14,000, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise.
So we're room 27.
Listen, I could have stayed at any one of Gilgit's amazing guest houses for far less money, but it's not about that. It's about showing that Pakistan does have the 5-star facilities for high-end tourism. And let me tell you that I was not disappointed. I am giving a loo away for free to a poor rickshawala. A loo is going to be auctioned off on a website. The winner of the auction gets to help me donate the rickshaw for free to a poor rickshawala. And the money from the auction goes 100% to the Basha Dam, because that's super, super important. There's no minimum bid. It can be 10 rupees or 100 million rupees, it doesn't matter. So yeah, let's see if we can come together and raise some money for the Basha Dam and give away a loo to a person who needs them. Also, one last thing is I have not gotten in contact with Imran Khan, and I'd like for him to ride in my rickshaw. So if you know anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody, please let me know. Please tag him on social media, PM Rides Rickshaw. That would be such a big help. And let's see if we can make this happen. Let's not forget that a loose speedometer is still broken. And while that might not affect driving, I still would like to know how far I'm going. So once again, I had to go look for a mechanic. And the downside to this arena is that they don't know of any good rickshaw mechanics. Driving down the road, I stopped at a motorcycle shop first because, pardon my ignorance, at that time I did not know that Gilgit actually had a lot of rickshaws. The motorcycle mechanics discovered a faulty cable was the source of the problem, but it turns out that motorcycle and rickshaw odometer cables are different. Who would have thought? But that didn't stop them from trying some jugaad. But it still didn't work, and they sent me to an actual rickshaw mechanic, something they should have done in the first place. I found the place the mechanics told me about, and I was about to stumble on a gold mine of an adventure, and I had absolutely no idea.
उस दिन कह रहे थे ना बाहर से एक बंदा ना वाले कराची से कंपनी में रिक्शा बनवा रहा है ये शायद वो हो गया
ये अभी 4600 किलोमीटर है एक्चुअली मेरा मसला है कि ये स्पीडोमीटर नहीं चलता है सही है ये नया नया ना नया नया अच्छा तो मैं क्या करूँगा अभी अच्छा well yes I don't have a yeah.
So it looks like a loose speedometer is actually going to be broken for the rest of the trip. But that was the bad news. The good news is that I was about to meet Malungi. Remember when I said that I actually wasn't the first person to cross Babelsar Top on a rickshaw, and Malungi was? Well, this is Malungi.
Kamran Malungi. रिक्शा चलते हैं
हाँ सही चल
इसको रेस करते हैं आप लोग रेस करते हैं उसके सबसे ऊपर थे सबसे जल्दी थे इसके ही आपकी गाड़ी
Malungi is the most popular rickshaw driver in Gilgit, and his rickshaw is equally special. Most rickshaws have only 4 gears, but Malungi's had his custom made in Rawalpindi, and his has 5. This means that his top speed is much higher than any of the other rickshaws. And because it was custom from Rawalpindi, meant that he had to drive it from Pindi to Gilgit over Babelsar Pass, and he was about to show me what it's like to have a 5th gear.
We're at 80 kilometers an hour with, I don't know, 9 people. No, 7, 8 people.
But Malungi wasn't done showing off. He took a loo out for a spin to really see what my big green baby's capabilities actually are.
ये गाड़ी आपका गाड़ी का कैसे महसूस क्या फर्क है?
फर्क ये है आपका गाड़ी का स्पीड स्लो है।
हाँ।
वो मॉडल टोन है।
अच्छा।
स्पीड बिल्कुल कम है। इसका 4 गियर है, मेरा उसका 5 गियर है।
अच्छा।
मेरा उसका स्पीड थोड़ा ज्यादा है, इसका कम है, बिल्कुल कम है।
मगर
I had a fantastic time racing around Gilgit in rickshaws with professional rickshaw drivers, and I thought my adventures with Malungi were done. But I was very wrong. I'd see a lot more of him and all of the other drivers very, very soon. Stay tuned for next week because...
so excited. None of us have any gas. We're out of fuel.